Hey guys. Okay, so a couple days ago, when I was doing Zendaya's soul chart, I realized that her and Timothée Chalamet share 7 out of the 8 soul points. I wanted to do a little bit more digging to see if I could find a a mirror, like a twin flame kind of connection. So let's go through it really quick. Life path is a 9. Their destiny number is both a 7. Soul urge number is both a 6. Personality is both a 1. Their maturity, personal year number, and current year number are all 3 7s. It's rare that you actually find two people that are walking a similar path. So let's review really quick what each one of these are and why it's shocking that their charts are as similar as they are. So they're both humanitarians. They both have a soul urge of 7, which means introspection. They're looking for um, the truth of things. They want to kind of like with Zendaya, she is choosing roles that are complex and emotionally deep, and you can tell that there is a desire for her to understand that emotion for that character that she's playing from a personal experience. And then she's actually feeling all of that and portraying that. And that's why the roles that she's choosing feel so authentic to her, because she's actually coming from a place of authenticity. I mean, same for Timothée Chalamet, but his is it expresses in a different way. So he's more from like his inner self, instead of recreating an emotion that somebody else feels that's portrayed. He's going within himself and finding that and then expressing it that way. So they're both expressing it in film, but they're using different methods to do the same thing, but they're both coming from that place of seeking. They both have a soul urge number 6. So before, when I was saying that their soul urge number was a 7, that was actually the destiny number. I just misspoke. So their destiny number is a 7 and their soul urge number is a 6, which is a complement to the life path number of the humanitarian. So the 6 is the nurturer. It is all about creating familial bonds and, bringing people into their lives that feel like family. So they're going to be building those relationships over a lifetime. Soul urge is what your soul most desires. It's also called the heart desire number. They share that in common, which, I mean, their whole chart is all about serving humanity, and they're doing this through their art. So each one of them have their own method. But I think it's really interesting that they even have these major roles together, like they're playing lovers in Dune. Anyway, moving on. Their similarities continue with their personal year, which is 2025. And as I was saying before, this changes every year. They're both in a personal year of 7, which is all about reflection. It's about recalibration, integration, and typically there's like like an ebbing and a flowing. So there's a lot of stuff that gets pushed back. And then when you're in that year of 7, it's like the breather year. So there's, time for introspection and time for figuring out what the next season, or like what 2026 might look like, or even, future years, what roles they're taking on, the roles that they're currently in, what that's going to look like. So it's 7s are, for both of them, is a year of like basically taking a breath. So it's hard to say if they're, quote, like twin flames, but obviously the universe is bringing these two people together. It would be interesting to find two celebrities that have really similar charts, but the fact that these two people are so close together, like in age, in the roles that they're picking, and the fact that they're playing major roles opposite each other, they are currently in their prime in the industry. It would be really interesting to see how this all kind of plays out. They do more projects together, what it looks like from like a friendship perspective, and if they team up to do some kind of like bigger humanitarian thing later in life. I hope you found something interesting in this. Leave blueprint in the comments if you want me to send you a free guide so you can do your top 4 soul points. And if you're interested in a reading, DM me. Thanks for being here. I'll see you guys on the next video.